co-pilot, and 2 special missions aviators, otherwise known as flight engineers. Then, depending on the mission, they'll have several more para-rescue men, also known as PJs. It's very common to fly in a formation of 2 Pavehawk helicopters. The Pavehawk helicopter is meant for combat search and rescue, so anyone on the ground that needs to be picked up in a combat zone or in another dangerous area, the Pavehawk helicopter can go pick them up and bring them back to safety. Let's look at some more details up front here. These are the missile warning sensors, so that you know right away if missiles are being launched at your helicopter. It's probably a good thing to know. Then there's the radar warning receiver, so you know if you're being picked up by the enemy's radar. Inside the nose of the helicopter, you'll find the radio compartment with communications gear inside of it. This is the color weather radar, used to detect storms so that you can hopefully avoid flying into any bad weather. Down towards the bottom is the forward-looking infrared camera, which is another way to help them see at night. On the bottom is the LARS antenna, which stands for Lightweight Airborne Recovery System. This is used to help locate survivors down below. The cockpit is inside of here. The pilot is on the right, and the co-pilot is on the left. There's windows directly above, but also below as well. This allows for increased visibility while they are in flight. There are plenty of knobs, switches, and gauges for the pilot and co-pilot to monitor. What we're going to look at are the 3 flight controls: the collective, the cyclic, and the tail rotor pedals. The cool thing about these seats is that they can compress down in the event of a crash. This will help cushion the landing and hopefully prevent any injuries. On each side of the Pavehawk there's usually mounted guns. In most cases the guns will be the same. On this Pavehawk we have the GAU-2 minigun. These are operated by the 2 special missions aviators in the back. Let's take a closer look at the gun. It has a rotating barrel assembly on the front. The ammo is stored in the ammunitions box right here, and then moves up through the ammo belt, up then to the main gun. The ammo loops around several times while it's on its way to being fired. This gun can fire up to 4,000 rounds per minute. The cabin can be accessed by opening up the sliding doors on the side. Inside the cabin on the ceiling is the FRIES bar, and that stands for Fast Rope Insertion Extraction System. The bars can extend out to either side of the helicopter, and then a thick rope called the fast rope is tied at the very end. The PJs can then quickly slide down to the ground. This is ideal for situations when the Pavehawk can't land on the ground. Sometimes we need to bring up survivors back up to the helicopter. In that case, they used the hoist. This is a hydraulically powered cable system to bring up survivors from the ground. It has a cable length of 61 meters and a weight limit of 272 kilograms. These are chaff and flare buckets, and these are on both sides of the helicopter. The flare buckets are the ones facing forward, and there's 2 more of them up front as well. When these fire off, it looks like fireworks, but the real purpose is to confuse any heat-seeking missiles and hopefully save the helicopter. The chaff buckets are pointed up and towards the back. It shoots off tiny bits of metal into the tail rotor to create a chaff cloud.